Oh shit, Aaron. Episode 1.
Episode 1.
The pilot episode. Always
This
the
is
worst.
this is when we get our funding.
Yeah, this is sponsors if you're listening.
I have a couple in mind. I'll throw them out there.
Kmart,
Doritos.
Vegemite. We got to keep the Australian like branding going.
Well, Vegemite and
Kmart.
Aussie Mite.
Yeah, why not?
Dick Smith. Oh, he went out of business.
If you're listening to this for the first time, you probably know who we are.
Yeah, it would be safe. Yeah,
safe to say that you know exactly who we are. If you don't know that we've wanted to do this for ages, then you're not really our friend.
So you should just switch off now. It's just safer. It's better for everyone.
Better for everyone. Like legit.
An easy break.
Yeah, easy. Like simple.
Part ways.
This episode, or our episodes, what do we want it on? We want it on YouTube.
YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. I don't know if you have to. Do you have to pay for iTunes?
I don't think so.
Surely you don't have to pay to sell something.
I don't. Yeah.
But then again,
but do you sell it?
Well, you don't.
Because I think there's free ones. I think we'll just do it. We'll do it for free.
Well, until we get the numbers.
Until we know that we're good.
Yeah, and then we can talk stats. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Snapchat have a podcast?
No. Jesus.
No. I hate Snapchat.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's like all I do.
Really?
Yeah. I'm one of those classic like late at night. I go from Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, then back to Instagram, and I do just the cycle just repeats. See,
I appreciate Instagram. I appreciate Instagram and I appreciate Facebook because people actually talk. Snapchat, all I get is streaks.
You gotta
black streaks with like sometimes I don't even get streaks. I get like a red S. Like that's all I get.
I didn't know. Like, well, Snapchat's trying to help people out by adding in all those like bitmojis and gifs saying streaks. So I'm like, I don't have that. I don't have that type of time at 6:30 in the morning before I go to school.
Are you a red S?
No, I just type streak. Sometimes I don't even type streaks. I just aim for the letters. Steaks, streams. It changes.
I hate it so much. Like
I'm one of those. It's a wall. Like the thing is, I don't cover the camera when I do my streaks. It's just my room's that dark normally.
Yeah,
that's literally. I could be in it. I could be stark as nude. It could just be. Like a in-your-face photo of like my tackle, but you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
It's like streaks, and you're complaining that it's just a boring streaks.
Hey, if I knew that, like,
I'm putting myself out there. I'm trying.
Like, because people send me streaks like all the time, and I don't reply, and they get angry at me. I'm like, you could at least ask a question. Like, oh, what are you going to do today? Like, good morning. Like,
do you know what it will be? Every morning, what's up today? Like, you'll be like, so then you won't answer, and then they'll go on about how you never talk.
You're not wrong because it's like you get used to what you're getting, and then when you start getting it, like you got to be careful what you wish for.
Well, that's the like my stance on the whole streaks thing is that the sending streaks is not. There's no other use to like. If you want to have a conversation, then start a conversation. But the whole point of sending streaks is not to start. That's not a conversation starter. Yeah, that's just to keep the streak going. So like, you can't be annoyed that no one wants to like. Oh, it's so boring. Like that's not like. How am I meant to reply to that? Like you're not meant to. You say streaks back, and then if you actually want to talk. Get into it. Like
so in conclusion, just no one wants to talk to me.
It's the same.
It's just like streaks and I'm like, oh, okay.
Well.
Like literally like the last conversation I've properly had on Snapchat was someone who I was talking to and literally like hadn't spoken in ages and they wanted a lift from me. Out of nowhere. That was the last conversation that I had on Snapchat, and then I realized, like, Snapchat.
This is not where I'm meant to be right now.
What is my life, Aaron?
All my most important conversations happen over Snapchat.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh no, we're getting joined by my mum. Hello, Pauline.
Hello.
We're filming a podcast, but I mean, this is great.
This is great.
Our first guest on the podcast. Everyone.
Hello, everybody.
No, okay. Yeah, what's up? Oh, driving the sister to the bus stop. Another ask, like conversation, a lift.
It's just,
You'd
at
be
least it
surprised.
didn't come over Snapchat. Like,
At least it's face to face. What? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, if it gets you out of here, that's fine.
Would you like to know my life?
No. All right, medic.
give it up for our first guest.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye, fans.
Yeah.
Bye,
Fans. Okay. Cool. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you know, you got to look for the silver linings. If
Yeah.
you come over Snapchat, it's fine. And you're looking like a good brother on the podcast.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'll take her to school. Fine. That's okay.
It
That's
forgets
like-
you the fuck out of
Honestly, sometimes I think that that's all I'm good for.
Just a lift.
Is the fact that I've got my P's and that I can give people lifts.
But that's like the only time I'll drive you anywhere if you pay for my fuel.
Yeah, but I don't get people to like. I feel like I should start doing that though.
Or it's that, or you're not getting a lift.
I
Because
should start
I'm
doing
not
that.
ending the night on a low
Yeah.
for doing you a favor. I
Yeah.
know, like we can talk numbers, like we can work out a system,
Yeah. Okay.
write up a contract. But other than that, I'm not like, the best lift I've ever done.
Yeah.
My brother and his mate wanted to go out to the city, and they couldn't get an Uber from where they were.
Okay.
And I was probably a good half an hour, and this is probably like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I was half an hour away from where they were, but where they wanted to be dropped to was a 10-minute drive.
Okay.
So I'm like, fine, if you pay for my fuel, I'll do it. And my
Yeah.
brother was like, yeah, no worries. And I was thinking, $30? That's like, you know.
30?
30, I'm like, $30. You know,
10-minute drive.
no, but I'm going. It's a 40-minute drive. I have to get them and then come home. I'm like $30 for the thing.
Yeah.
You know, considering it's not it's like Uber surcharge, night time. You know, I had it
Little
all
tip
planned.
on the side.
Yeah, I was like, that's fine. That'll be a good amount.
Yeah.
So I was like, is it right if I just pull in and I'll put the fuel like in my car now? And they're like, yeah. And pull up. And my brother's like, Nathan, his mate, he's like, he's doing your fuel. So just start filling up and he'll pay for it. So I'm start filling it up and he goes, just fill your tank. My fuel light was on. He put $85 in my car.
Ooh, baby.
I made sure that shit lasted like 2 weeks.
See, best lifts for me, no money, is just I get to play my music. I don't charge people.
I always get to play my music. That's a
gosh.
rule. You pay and plus it's my playlist.
Maybe I'm just a little bitch. Maybe
You gotta be stern.
Yeah, I know, but I've already like started on like everyone knows that I just like I'm nice, so like they
take advantage.
maybe
of it.
I just need to snap. I just be like, you know what, fuck you. No,
Kick him out halfway. Just let him know
true.
what's what.
Yeah,
If they start giving lip, just pull over, get him out, like kick him out. You can walk from here.
it's my car.
Yeah,
I can do that.
that's your world, man. That's your palace. Your
Yeah.
car is your castle. Well, until you get a house. That's what you.
If I get a house,
take what you can get.
I might live in my car seat.
Well, I am. So.
Yeah. But I think maybe I should start being a bit more stern with lifts.
I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't. Everyone in my family has it. I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't do it that often, but I like doing lifts because then I get fuel money, and it's just a good way to keep my tank full. Because like the minimum amount, you go like slide us $10, and I'll give you a lift. But no, I'm very rarely will I be driving where $10 won't like fill the fuel. That I used.
$10 is like
So if I end above water, you know, above the line.
Yeah.
That's just, I should start doing Uber, I reckon.
Yeah, no, but like do it but just like in your like the people that you know, because like Uber, they don't give you like any money. Like they do, but it's like really not that good.
Oh, you only get like a small percentage.
Like a really small. Like
Is
it's
that
not,
why there's so many bad Uber drivers around?
probably because they've just given up on life. They thought like shit, $40 each way. It's like you only get like $10 of that.
I don't mean true. I don't mean like when I say bad Uber drivers, I don't mean like pissed off Uber drivers. I mean Uber drivers who don't know how to drive.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on who's listening, they'll know the story.
Okay.
Last week, you wouldn't know the story. Last week,
Yeah.
coming back from a friend's birthday, Tom's birthday, from the city, we're all catching an Uber back from this, like me and 3 other people. So
Okay.
full car,
Yeah.
catching the Uber back from the station. It was like 3:30 in the morning.
Okay.
He goes, I need to put some fuel in my car and then we'll go on the trip. And we're like, yeah, no worries. Gets to the service station, turns off his car, leaves it in drive. Turns it off, leaves it in drive, handbrake off, gets out the car starts to roll. So my friend who's sitting in the front seat had to pull the handbrake, and we're all like nervously laughing.
Yeah.
We're like, got the handbrake. He goes, oh, thanks. Gets out, hops straight back in the car. We're like, oh, what's going on? Starts it. He's parked on the wrong side of the, like, on the Bowser, so he has to readjust. So he parks. This is 10 seconds after he just forgot to
put his car in park.
Turns off, does it. The exact same thing again.
Oh my
10 seconds later, gets out the car starts to roll. Just pulls out, my friend pulls a handbrake. Oh, I got you, mate, got you. This is another thing. If we were worse people, he wouldn't have any belongings left. Because he got out the car, left the keys in the ignition,
oh my God.
phone in the car, wallet in the car. He took his bank card out of his wallet, but left his wallet in the car. God, I thought that was it. This is
it's peak time. It's like it's 3:30 in the morning. You're not going to get like some like
cream of the crop
with that kind of guy. Like these guys are desperate. Like they can't get any other time.
Yeah, but I'd come to terms with my demons. I was pretty ready to go at that point.
Yeah.
Like I was like, yeah, this might be it. I might not make it home after this one. Because I had to, at the end of the night, I was the only person in the car. Like, my house was the last one on the trip.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like, oh, you don't throw a curveball at me. I'm not ready.
Like, do you want me to drive? Like, I'm fucking pissed, but like, you want me to drive? It might be safer.
Mate, but like, I'll take one. I'll take one for the team.
He's like, yeah, I'm on shrooms. I was like, yeah, no, you could tell.
I've taken 3 different types of drugs, and I reckon I can get us home a little bit safer than you can, Ronnie.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of drugs, nah, I'm just kidding.
I was like, what story do you
just like
tell?
here in my pocket, like.
Speaking of drugs, check out what I got.
I'm at the stage in my life like I don't want to. I like have never ever like wanted to do drugs, and I don't want to do drugs, but I feel like it should be legalized. Weed.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, like, where you going with this? Like, I feel like people should just be able to shoot up heroin whenever they want.
By us, like.
No, I reckon, because weed's just a plant. It's
I know.
It's just like tobacco, but a little bit more fun.
Because I was like doing
the wacky
research.
tobacco if you're white.
Hey, that's a good name of a store. If I ever want to become like a,
if you're gonna open up a weed dispensary, wacky tobacco,
wacky tobacco, but
the devil's lettuce.
But like I've been doing research into it, and like I was always like, yeah, okay, but like people like it actually helped, like actually saves some people. Yeah,
there's many things, you could probably look it up, but there's many things that they say it helps with. Yeah. They say that like cancer is one of them. I'm not sure. I think
that's iffy. That's like,
but like there's definitely like hemp oil and stuff helps people with epilepsy a lot.
Yeah.
And like chronic pain and arthritis.
Yeah.
That's something that my family will never let me live down. I say arthritis.
But so do I.
Yeah. And straight away, if anyone in my family's in the room, who's Arthur and what is he writing? Like, oh, good one. Thanks, Gran. Go back to bed, doll. Like, come on.
Get her on the show. Episode 2.
Oh, you wouldn't want to. Mother's Day was funny. I probably shouldn't say because just in case my family. It became a thing of her just like she's. I don't know. She's one of your relatives where you go, oh, righto, and you just sort of like. You know, so her views on things are a little bit dated.
Yeah, so you're just like, yeah, whatever.
My mum literally, this is Mother's Day, and my mum said to her mum, my gran, I'm no longer your daughter.
Oh my God.
Because are
they listening? This is personal.
in a joking way, like not like,
okay.
My mum didn't disown my gran.
Like, you're not my mum anymore.
No, it's literally like the things she was saying, she was just like having a bit of a rant, and my mum was like, you need to settle down.
Yeah, like. Well,
funny things. But no, it's hemp oil definitely does. It helps. It has to.
Yeah.
You know.
I like mental health as well.
Yeah.
Like, because, I mean, a lot of people know this already about me, and I'm pretty open about it, but I had anxiety for a long, long time. Like, a year and a half, or like 2 years almost. And, like, it helps so many people, then I'm like, go for it. Yeah. Like, because if it helps, and, like, if anything helps, like, you just do it.
It is one of those things that, like, there's really not that many downside. Like, it really doesn't. Because you think, like, with other drugs, they make you feel good, but constant use, it will ruin your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas, like, there's no consider like there's obviously because you're inhaling smoke, so like lung wise, it's not good for you. But like generally, it's not. It doesn't turn you like crazy or some junkie like if you smoke weed or anything.
Yeah.
The only thing is that it's been because it is a psychoactive drug, so it makes you like a bit like
loopy.
makes it not loopy, but like you think different. Your brain sort of goes on tangents and stuff like that, and you're sort of in a different state. Yeah. And they say that people who might be like have a high susceptibility to things like schizophrenia and all those, it can be a trigger to those things.
Oh, okay.
But apart from that, it helps with insomnia, anxiety, like depression. Yeah. Yeah. There's more good it does than not.
Exactly, because that's the thing with like legalizing it and making it like a medical thing is that it's all done correct. Yeah, like it's not like just dealt to anyone and everyone. Like
and that's the thing. That's like if you legalize it, like I don't know why they haven't done it, but the amount of people who buy it, and because it's taxable. Because it's a commodity. Yeah. It's taxable. The government will earn so much more money because they're, selling a new thing. Yeah. And it takes the business away from actual bad people, like criminals and stuff, who like extort everyone and has a business selling illegal things. Yeah. If one of them becomes illegal, then there's no one's going to go to some seedy guy in the back alley to buy something you can buy down the road. So that like for a little bit more like
exactly. It's like
so generally
you
it's
go
not,
to Coles or do you go to like back alley like
do you go like 5-minute walk down the road to go inside a nice air conditioned thing with millions of types of like weed and that
self checkout like
or do you go to Jared like in King Street to buy a little packet of it and he might stab you. You don't know.
With like a shiny object in his pocket.
I was about to say, you're trying to keep eye contact, but his hands are wandering. Like
exactly. You're like what are you gonna pull out there, Jared?
What are we doing here, Jared? Yeah. What's the plan here, buddy?
Because like dealers like that as well, like people like Jared. They're like
we know Jared.
Jared, if you're listening, man, we know you.
We know what you're doing, buddy.
We know where you live.
Get off the gear, champion. It's not going to end well for you.
Yeah. But like people like Jared. Well, not all people, but I know a lot of people like Jared. Like they reel you in with like the innocent stuff and then they might like one time like try and sell you something different. That's what's bad about it is because that's how like you go from like one thing and sure like it's good to have like the one, like it's good to have weed, like that's fine. But then like a lot of people just go off and try other things. Yeah.
Well, like people say, oh no, sorry, my mic is not where I want it to be. Some people say like, oh, weed's not a gateway drug. It's, blah, blah, blah. But it is for the right type of person. Yeah. Like, there are people who definitely can go, oh yeah, I smoke weed, but I'll never touch any of that because I don't trust it. I don't know where it's from, blah, blah. Yeah. But there's definitely people who smoke weed to be like, oh, I'm being a bit rebellious. I've never tried it before. Let's go for it. Yeah. They smoke it, love it. And then the next thing's like, well, what's, like they get used to it. Yeah. And they love it. And and someone goes, oh, I just did MD and, it was great. And they go, well, I've done weed. Let's do it. I trust it. Let's do it. Yeah. And it's usually the same people because if there's one person who introduces you to something good and it is good and there's really no repercussions from it being good, then if the same person's going to come to you with something different and say this is just as good, then like you're not going to go, nah, see, I don't trust you. Like,
because it's like I guess like some people use it in a way that helps them. Yeah. And then some people use it for the fact that they like the feeling of it. Yeah. And then, as you said, you keep having it and then you kind of get used to it. You want something that's going to be like that next, like it's going to be even more of that feeling. Up.
Yeah. If so, just imagine like you have something that makes you feel great. Yeah. But you like you've come to terms with how great it is and it's still great, but you feel that great every day. Yeah. Then someone comes to you and be like, imagine that feeling times 2. Yeah. Who's not going to go...
Exactly. Right. It's consumerism.
Imagine eating chocolate every day. You love chocolate.
That's what I was
you
about
eat
to
it
say.
every day. And then someone comes to you and goes, this is chocolate, but it tastes twice as good.
I'm on it. It's
I'm doing everything to get that chocolate.
It's like what I was talking about you before. My weakness is cookies. Like I'm like, you know, we've both lost a lot of weight. I'm strict with what I eat, but when it comes to cookies, I'm like, fucking give me the cookies. Like,
Okay, we both lost a lot of weight. You're being very liberal with both.
yeah, are you fucking kidding?
Oh no, it's bad. I lost like, no, but the thing is, I didn't lose weight because on my own accord.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. This is a real thing. In 2 weeks, I lost 15 kilos.
Oh.
Yeah, randomly.
That was quick.
Didn't change diet.
Yeah.
Didn't start working out more. Literally in like the space of 2 weeks to a month.
Yeah.
I lost 15 kilos. And then I stayed at that weight.
Yeah.
No matter what I did, I was sort of just hung around that weight. And then now that school is finished, I've been going to uni. I'm starting to like put it back on. So I'm trying to like work out. I'm like, what did I do before?
Yeah. What did I change?
Like, I don't
2
know
weeks,
what
15 kilos.
I'm trying to crack the code again.
That took me 2 years, man.
Oh no, it wasn't. It must have been like my body just finally went like,
You're like, enough is enough.
Let's just finish off this bit of puberty, and I'm just like, shit. I didn't grow though.
Yeah.
So now,
it's like the last thing. It's like your body's just like,
I'm happy to be this weight. Just add another foot to me.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. But no, they're like, nah, you're gonna be a midget for life.
Hey, that's fine. All right, that's okay. You just gotta own it. You just gotta own it.
Yeah, you can own it until you can't get food off the top shelf. And yeah, you're all independent.
Not the cookies.
It's all fun and games until you can't get the plates. And you have to ask your mum to go get, actually no, I'm taller than mum. You have to ask your brother to go get, you know. Your job is like, hey, can you grab everyone a glass? You're like, no can do. I left my stool at at the other house. Like, yeah.
Get like, I don't know, maybe the future. You know how it's like robotic arms and shit?
There's an operation to like make you taller. Like implants in your legs.
Oh yeah, but that might.
Yeah, how much would that suck?
Yeah, and cost.
Yeah,
that's like ultimate plastic surgery.
I don't like being short, but
yeah,
I like money more.
Yeah. Money's nice.
I'll quite happily be short and rich.
Yeah. It's like I was like, would you rather be short and rich or tall and poor?
Yeah. Well. You can get all the plates off the top shelf you want, mate.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
I'm sitting in my midget spa. What are you doing?
It's like, it's like, can we use the word midget anymore? It's like,
I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess not, but
who cares? I am one.
Yeah. You don't know. It's a podcast. You can't say me.
Yeah. Oh.
No, you probably... I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of those things where people scream, you can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
But they're always the people that it doesn't relate to.
Oh, I know.
I've never watched a video, and I'm sure now saying this, I'm going to get thousands of videos of exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I've never seen a video, like, specifically of someone who has dwarfism, like saying, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't. Usually, the people who it's about have a much better sense of humor than whoever's complaining.
Yeah.
Like, it's always the people who are like, you can't say retard anymore, you can't say this anymore, you can't midget, all that.
Yeah.
They have had no experience with any of them. Mm-hmm. Like, don't get offended. Don't get offended for other people.
Exactly.
Let them fight. You're saying what? They're too short. They can't fight their own battles.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Who's the real asshole here?
Exactly. Like I've only ever met one. I'm gonna say one midget. Like,
they call them dwarves are usually little people. They like little. Like, I'm saying they. Yeah. I've heard many people with dwarfism.
Yeah.
They have dwarfism. Say little people or like midget. They're words they like for them. But yeah, my sort of motto is, I will continue to say it until the person I'm talking about tells me not to.
Exactly. But not just like continue to say it until that person who actually suffers from that thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I will not wince and worry to say midget or dwarf or something.
Yeah.
Until someone who is a dwarf or is a midget or has dwarfism, that's the safer way to go about it, says, can you not say that? And then I'll be like, fine, no worries.
Exactly.
But if Michelle from, from bloody like
Dan-
from Ringwood,
Yeah.
who's works at Uniqlo, goes, you can't say that anymore. That's so offensive to people who have dwarfism. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
You are taller than I am.
Like,
You have nothing.
yeah, exactly. I think that's like one of the reasons why I was like really keen to like. That's why I think why I really wanted to start like a podcast or like always do radio with you is because so many people like I can talk with for ages, but like they get so offended. Like I'm not going to name names, okay, but you probably know who you are, and like
I'm not going to name names, but James, you fuck.
James, if you're listening, no, he's actually all right. But
Yeah,
like,
James is right. I picked a safe name because
Yeah.
you wouldn't be offended if I said it.
yeah. But there's so many people who like get offended and they don't have or like they don't know anyone that
Yeah.
like like if you know someone who doesn't like it, tell me. If I ever meet them, tell me, and I'll be like, cool. I won't say that stuff around them. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like that one person isn't the whole population.
Exactly.
You know?
And
Like-
also, there's the thing of like, if I say something in a room full of people who have the same experiences as me, and
Yeah.
I know haven't been affected or aren't affected by something I'm about to say in like, tongue in cheek, not meant to be serious,
Yeah.
then there's nothing like I know that I'm saying this purposely to be a bit edgy
Yeah.
in a group of my friends.
Yeah.
I don't think that like you should yell this out. I don't believe any of this. It's
Yeah.
just to be a bit on the edge.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, if no one in the room has actually been affected by any of that,
Mm.
no one is actually being offended. No
Exactly.
one's life is being lessened. Nothing. It's if it stays in the room, it stays in the room.
Yeah.
And I know, like, you might be like, well, you're just saying it behind their back and you shouldn't say it ever. Like, I'm purposely being, like, rough and sharp and not,
Yeah.
like, I'm saying it on purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
Just for, to be a bit like, oh,
Yeah, and it's in the moment. It's
Exactly.
like if it suits the joke, then say it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like if you're making a joke or anything like that, like all that stuff, like go ahead. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to Alcoholics Anonymous and pulling out my drinking, all my drinking comedy.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I'm saying something like in a group of people
Yeah.
who I know don't, they're not fussed. They
Exactly.
haven't been fussed by any of this.
Yeah.
If someone goes, you can't say that, I'm like, who here is actually going home and being like, that really stuck with me?
Yeah.
Oh my
like
God.
if it doesn't hurt you, then you just like
Yeah, just
you
settle. Just
keep your mouth
laugh.
shut.
But
It's like
yeah, if it's not funny, don't laugh at the joke.
yeah.
But I'm not, I think Ricky Gervais, who I love dearly, because he holds all the same morals as I do. He loves
Yeah.
animals and doesn't care about other people's offense.
Mm.
And I'm way there.
Yeah.
He says, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right.
Exactly.
And I think that's probably as perfect as you could probably put it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, you're not standing on high ground because
No.
you think it's a bit mean.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
just
yeah.
get on with it. It's fine. Like, there's things that, like, and then there's things that, like, I could be, the only time I would be like, you can't say that, is if someone's saying something, like, meaning to be
Meaning to be-
abrasive,
yeah.
but
offensive.
they have no idea about it. Because, like, I won't go too much in it, but like, it's not a thing. My
Yeah.
mum works with deaf children.
Yeah.
Like, she's
yeah.
a deaf educator.
Mm.
And I did my work experience mainly because I didn't plan it early enough. I did it
Yeah.
at her work. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was an easy, but it was actually really good. I'm quite happy I did it there.
Yeah.
And I worked with a lot of, like, doing work experience, worked with a lot of deaf kids who are awesome, and a lot of kids with Down syndrome,
Okay.
and who I must put out there are the cutest kids you'll ever find.
Yeah.
You will never convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, my mum has worked with a lot of people with intellectual disabilities and stuff, because it comes hand in hand with, like, there's so many people who are deaf
Yeah.
who also have other things, which is
Yeah.
just, or like they have other things, which means they are deaf.
Yeah.
So she knows more than most, or definitely more than most,
Yeah.
about intellectual disabilities and what it is like to live with someone who has one, or what it's
Yeah.
like to live with one, like what it affects on the family and stuff and all that. And you wouldn't want to go out in public if she sees someone who has Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Because she would point it out. Oh, look, a Downsy. And you go, Mum, you can't say that. And she's like, it's fine, I'll work with them. And you sort of go, oh, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
But when I think about it, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Because she says it. And like knowing, you can't say that, you know, in meaning like for someone to go, you can't say that.
Yeah.
But she knows so much about what it is like.
Their culture, their lifestyle.
Yeah, like who they are as people. And
Yeah.
obviously they're some of the happiest people on earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Have something like Down syndrome.
Yeah.
So she's not degrading them by like saying anything like that. She's one of the people I'll always go to if I need advice on something like this. If I had a kid,
Yeah.
if my child ended up having a disability of some sort,
Yeah.
she's the first person I'm going to because
Of
she
course.
knows exactly how, like what I should, she knows exactly what I should know.
Yeah.
That's her job to work with people like that. So what shits me is when people if someone else does that, oh, look at Downsy or something like that,
Yeah.
and has never talked to anyone with Down
Yeah.
syndrome, doesn't know anyone with Down syndrome, has
Yeah.
never had any experiences and doesn't know anyone or anything
Yeah.
that affects that.
Yeah.
And then you go, like, yeah, you're just being abrasive, but you literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's
like,
what annoys me more.
That-
I'm more offended by people's unintelligence than like rude jokes.
them bringing like you can make jokes, and if it's a joke with context, that's fine. But something like that,
Yeah.
where it's like, hey, look, it's a Downsy, and you don't know anything
no
about them.
other reason.
You've never worked with them. You've never lived with them. You don't know anything
You're
about
just pointing them out to
as
like,
different as
to
something
offer them
different.
up as like
So
to
just
be
label
laughed
them.
at. Yeah,
exactly.
The only reason you're pointing them out is so everyone can go ha
Yeah.
ha ha ha.
There's
Like,
a difference. Yeah, there's a difference between that and using something in context.
yeah, the reason my mum points them out is because she loves people who have Down syndrome.
Yeah.
And it might sound bad because it's like a generalization, but she said to me like pretty much like I've enjoyed every single time I've spent working with people who have Down syndrome because they're just generally just the happiest people.
Yeah.
They got no worries.
Yeah, exactly.
They got, we should take a note out of their book. Just be happy. Just chill. Just
Accept who you are.
Just
be
who you
happy.
are.
Like
yeah. I know, like life might be shit, but just fucking go for it.
Exactly. And it doesn't. Yeah. And obviously in their life, like even if someone like that does point out something and they don't have any like knowledge, like they probably don't even care. Like
nah. Have you
like-
seen? Probably the best show
yeah.
is on ABC, I think, or SBS. One of those.
maybe not then.
You can't ask that. Have you seen that?
Oh, I think I've heard of it, and I think I might have seen like a clip of it.
Each episode, they get a new group, like a general group of people on,
Yeah.
and they get anonymous people to ask questions
Oh,
that they wouldn't want to
yeah.
ask.
No, I have
them
seen
in.
that.
So
Yeah.
people with Down syndrome, people who had drug issues, people
Yeah.
who like
who are blind.
yeah,
I think I saw
deaf,
that one.
People who are like kinks, like people who are into like BDSM,
Yeah.
all that shit. Like
Yeah.
it's the best show. I'm way into it.
Is it on like Australian television?
Yeah, it's on SBS.
Shit.
It's an Australian.
I
one.
didn't even know. I thought.
I think it's SBS.
Yeah, I've just seen it on Facebook.
Yeah,
So that's where I've seen it on. I thought like
yeah.
I must be,
I
like,
think there's a British one, but
oh,
there's
maybe
a,
I saw the British one.
there's a fully Australian one
Oh,
of all
cool.
Australian people and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know. I have like not huge experience with it, but like I can speak from. You probably just heard a lot of.
I was about
banging.
to sound like my microphone fell down the stairs, but
Don't freak out. Look, I probably can't be bothered going in and like taking that out. So you just put up with
yeah,
it.
staying in.
It's staying in. I've got like a little bit of like, I guess, experience with like this kind of topic because, like when I was younger, I would get offended by people saying faggot,
Yeah.
and like I'll be honest, I was one of those people that got offended without knowing
Why?
anything about it.
Yeah.
And now that I'm like out, I'm fine with people like saying it.
Yeah.
Like calling me that, whatever. And Lydia has said the same thing about her brother.
Her brother.
And I was like, really? Like, he doesn't get offended? And I understand now. Like, no.
No.
Because,
like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, if it's either there's going to be two types of people who
Yeah.
will say it.
yeah.
People who are your friends and you know aren't meaning to be asked. Like,
Yeah.
anyone who would call you a faggot
Yeah.
or a poof or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's either going to be friends
Yeah.
who you can laugh about because they're doing it on purpose
Yeah,
to
exactly.
either piss you off or just make a joke.
Yeah.
Or people who you wouldn't want to fucking listen to any time of the day.
Yeah.
Like,
And-
it's
yeah.
going to be either your best mate going, oh, you faggot.
Yeah.
Or some, like, shaved head fuckwit going,
Yeah.
you're a bloody faggot. Like,
Yeah.
you know, going at it. And, you know which one to listen to. So,
Exactly, yeah.
in the
Because
end-
like I went to the wrestling, you know, like I used to do at PCW. And if anyone has clicked on this that I know from wrestling, you would probably know what I'm speaking about. There were these group of kids who had come and watched their friend who was on the show.
Yeah.
And they were like they were like a type of person like the person you wouldn't want to listen to.
Yeah.
Like they were saying like faggot and oh you poor and like, but not in a way that is funny or that is supposed to be lighthearted. Like they were saying it as like uneducated.
They're
like,
saying it in an effort to get to you.
Yeah,
As an insult.
Not to me, but like they were just saying it as an insult to
Were they-
the person that was wrestling.
Oh, was it just someone?
Yeah.
They were just yelling it.
They were just saying it, and like it wasn't to me, so I wasn't going to go out of my way to say like, but. Then again, like you could just tell they were uneducated and they were using it as like an insult. And I was just like sitting there, I'm like, dude, like to the guy who was on the show,
Yeah.
who's the friends. I'm like, dude, just like, do you is this how you act? Like, do you think like this? He's like, no. I'm like, well, then try and teach them.
Yeah. Tell
Like-
them. Set them straight.
Like, yeah, people
they're here
can
for you,
change.
so obviously they're going to listen to you.
Exactly.
Like if they couldn't give a shit about what you think, they wouldn't be here trying to watch you wrestle.
Exactly.
So like, yeah, tell them. It's a sort of a thing of people. Like I said, I'm not fussed by anyone. Oh, sorry, I had to
That's all right.
re-swallow a
Oh,
burp.
lovely, like
Uh,
mouth over the microphone.
yeah, that was the sound of me eating my microphone. I'm that hungry.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm not, like I said before, I'm not fussed at all by a joke. If it's meant to be funny, if someone's actively trying to be funny, it might be the worst time joke in the world.
Yeah.
But if it's them trying to be funny,
Yeah.
like actively trying to be funny, I couldn't give a shit about what it's about. But if there's literally no humor about it and they're just trying to be annoying, rude, fucking dumb,
Yeah.
whatever,
Just uneducated.
then,
Like yeah.
then I'm quite happy to sit them down and tell them what's
Yeah.
what. Because like there's no point. You didn't get a laugh.
Mm.
You don't go home and wake up and your dick's a foot long. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing good about, like there's no point.
Yeah.
So like stop wasting
It's
your time.
just yeah. But I think the way, because I think the way that I look at it, and I think the way that you look at it is like these guys aren't just like I mean they're dickheads, but they're not bad. Like they're not bad people.
Yeah, no. They're
Like
just,
bad people are like people who murder people, right? These people are uneducated. They can be educated. They can be taught
Yeah.
like that what they say is bad.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's just it's not it's just an element of like they're probably because it's also a thing of like you get people who just they have a group of friends where they can say all this shit that just isn't funny, but their group of mates laugh.
Yeah.
And so that just puts
It
them
reinforces
puts them in a mindset of like, oh, this is the best shit. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill with this. Like,
yeah, it's like I'm gonna say it everywhere now. People are gonna love me.
I'm gonna
It's
say
like,
it on the train. I'm just gonna yell at people. Like,
No, yeah.
and they're the people you see on the metro line that are screaming at people.
Yeah.
They're just guys trying to be funny.
Yeah, exactly.
It worked in their groups of mates. They're just not getting the reception they thought they were.
Yeah, because their whole like I guess, and that's the thing with like school and everything is like the people who you hang around the most. Like you got to choose that wisely, because if you choose a group of people who are like who just let you do stupid shit and you know that, but like they're reinforcing
Yeah,
you,
they don't check what you're talking about.
Exactly.
They just let you go.
then you need to get out of that group, because like you're gonna find yourself getting more and more and more just like them. Because at the end of the day, you can make jokes and shit, but you have to be educated when you do it, and you have to know what is actually funny in context.
Exactly. You got to and also if there's a way of it, even if you're not educated about it, if you can structure a joke well, I'm kudos to you. But if you're just yelling faggot,
Yeah,
thinking it's funny,
yeah,
then no.
because like,
But whereas the thing is, there's you can say some stuff that is just the worst, but depending on how you word it, it can kill. Like Jimmy Carr. Do you know Jimmy Carr?
Yes.
the British comedian.
Yeah, the British one on the shows.
His
And
whole
stuff.
his whole set, his stand-up set is the roughest comedy.
Yeah.
Like the most edgy like
I love it so
fucking well done comedy.
Yeah.
But like the way he says it is
Yeah.
like, you know, he makes jokes about stuff that you wouldn't speak about. Like, but it's great.
It's context.
Exactly.
Everything
So-
is context. So that's like, and going back to the people who get offended by it, like when because you and I, like, because we've both been in the position where people have been like, you can't say that.
Yeah.
It's like, don't say that. It's like, you need to, like, the people, this is a shout out to all those people who do that. If you think that you're one of those people, then maybe listen to this advice. Keep
Trust me,
watching.
we know what you're talking about. We're certified.
Yeah,
I go to uni. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm doing psychology next year. It's fine. Keep when you look at someone say these words, try and find their context and their humor. If there is absolutely no context, like those guys at the wrestling who are just yelling out, like faggot and poofda and all that, like. Try and find the context, because if there is context, then you don't have to find the shit funny, but there's a difference between finding something funny and something having context. Like, you might not find it funny, but it might have context, which means
just because you don't find it funny doesn't mean it's not funny.
Exactly.
Like, you are not, the say all on what's funny.
Yeah,
that's another thing. Just because you didn't find it funny doesn't mean it's not funny. I found it funny. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, yeah, if there's really nothing in there that would find like that, I feel like if it's not an inside joke, but only your friend group will laugh, probably check yourself. And if it's like edgy like that, like if you're, if you yell, "Oh, you faggot."
Yeah.
And only the people sitting next to you laugh.
Yeah.
Only the people that know you laugh.
Yeah.
Then it's not fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's
Especially
just, you're just assholes. But if you can word something and you can make someone you don't know laugh, then I guess you're alright.
Yeah. Some people are just oblivious to that though. Like, it's hard because, like, that's why we're like talking about it now. We're saying, like, check yourself, like, take a good hard look at yourself, because most people don't.
No.
Most people, like, that are like that.
People go unchecked and they just start
Yeah.
spouting shit, and you just sort of go,
Just like,
mate,
what
you
are
need to
you doing?
settle down.
Yeah.
You need to take a step back, champion.
Yeah,
Before you
exactly.
get a pipe to the head.
Yeah, because, like, nowadays, like, especially because, like, it's harder to say stuff like we're not like, we make jokes and stuff like that, and it's harder to do that nowadays.
Oh yeah,
because
that's
I'm
like
always
that meme of it's like trying to make a joke in 2018. It's the picture of the guy going through the laser field.
Exactly. It's literally like that, because I'm in a situation and, like, I respect these people, but, like, it's hard because majority of, like, people aren't gonna laugh because they get offended. Whereas, and that, going back to, like, I think that's why I fucking love doing this with you, is because I know I can say that stuff. I've got the protection of, like, the fact that this is a podcast and they're not in the room with me. I can say it.
I could say the most off the wall shit, but I know that if I really wanted to, Jake will take it out, post edit, and no one will ever know.
Will I though?
It's like, God, I hate, and just like cuts.
I need, like, as I said,
It just cuts straight to something else. Like, God, I hate. God, supermarkets these days are like. It just cuts. It's just, God, I tell you, the group of people I hate. So come back next week and
oh God, you know who I hate in our friendship group?
God, this person can just go die.
Yeah.
Nah. See, that's perfect.
Yeah.
If you want to say something, that's a good way. If you want to say, I don't know. I was about to say some like moral of the story, and then halfway through I realized it doesn't make sense. Don't listen to it. No.
Say what you're gonna say.
No,
I want to hear it anyway.
If you want to know if your like opinions are like good, do a podcast, and if you see how many people disagree. And I was like, wait, no, that's the shittest way, because
everyone's gonna disagree.
I have so many opinions that people don't agree with.
Yeah, exactly.
I was expecting when I thought like, do a podcast. This is going all right, but I didn't realize when I imagined a podcast, I didn't expect to get into a really deep chat about offense and stuff for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, but that's what I love about you, is because we make jokes, but, like, we know again when to take it seriously and to, like, actually, because, like, I don't know. We're educated. Like,
Nah.
we can have a deep
And if I say,
conversation.
I'm sure I do this. I hope I do this. If I don't, I'm sure I'll get someone message me go, "You've never fucking done that. You're just an asshole." But if I make a joke in the way of like we were talking about, like where I don't actually know anything about it, and I'm just throwing like some dumb stereotype, and I just throw it out there, I'll preface it by going, "Oh, I'm just mucking around. I actually have no idea." That's something I always do. I'm like, I actually have no idea, so don't listen to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah. But just mucking around, you know?
I'm the same. Like, because I am someone who checks myself. Yeah. Like, I'll say something and I'll be like, dude, what the fuck? You have no idea what you just said. You don't know anything about them. Yeah. Like, there was no context. There was no joke. Like, I do that, but I check myself. Like, I understand when I've done something
there's
wrong.
there's things where I'm sort of both. Whereas, like, there's some issues where I go, you really gotta, be better. Like, make the joke better before you start, sharing it with people. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just gonna sound like an asshole. And then there's other issues, like jokes on issues where I'm literally only saying it because I want to piss people off. Yeah. Just cause.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta be a little bit
like, there's one thing where I'm like, and I'm just being selfish. Like, there's one thing that I generally care about, and the other one I couldn't give a shit about. Yeah. And I'm just like, nah, don't make a joke about that one. But, it is what it is. Like,
if there's context, like, you can't be too worried about what people are gonna think or say.
Are you wearing a Hugglepuff beanie?
Hufflepuff.
Yes. I couldn't read it, and I haven't watched Harry Potter in a long time.
I am in-house Hufflepuff.
I'm sorry.
Believe it or not.
How do you work out is it like the star signs? Like, I was born in October. What house am I in?
All right. Hold on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it on my phone.
Are you looking up a BuzzFeed quiz of what house I'm in?
Maybe. Maybe.
No.
We're going to do it live.
I'm just thinking of I said Hugglepuff.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with me? What is a Huggle?
It's 9:00 now. We've done well. A lot of people are asking me, they're like, oh, like, what are you going to talk about? Like, how are you going to do it? I'm like, oh, we're just like, Aaron and I just talk about random stuff, like, all the time.
Yeah, we literally had, I was thinking in the past week, I'm like, God, I got to start looking at things on the news and write down things that I got to talk about. We've planned none of this, and we've just been spouting
literally
shit.
None of it.
Yeah, not a single thing. As you could probably tell from how shaky the opening was, because we didn't know how to start it.
Yeah, it was a little bit shaky. We got into it though.
Nah, the reason I brought up your Hufflepuff beanie, is because out of all the houses in Harry Potter, I have watched Harry Potter. Who the fuck buys the Hufflepuff beanie?
The guy who gets sorted into Hufflepuff?
But, were you there, were you? Like, you got, the sorting hat was like, yeah, mate, you're in Hufflepuff.
BuzzFeed speaks to me. Okay? BuzzFeed. Actually, no. I did it on Pottermore. That's, the legit shit.
What the fuck is Pottermore? What? Pottermore.
It's like an online thing made by, JK. Oh, who is it?
I'm getting a call.
From who?
My girlfriend. Kate. Speaker.
Yeah.
Hello. We're doing a podcast as we speak. You're our second guest of tonight.
Second guest, everyone! She hung up. She's like, shit, I don't want to be on this. I didn't sign up.
What do you expect? Oh, they're probably... Oh, I know where they are.
Macca's.
Yeah.
Should we...
I don't have any internet, so you have to tell them that we're going to be late.
You know what? How long? Oh, you know what? BuzzFeed quiz next time.
I can wait for next week.
We got to keep them coming.
I'm just showing.
I'm not being. All right. Shh.
I just got a text.
We'll get you on.
You just wait. Kate just texted me. I'm not being on it.
Yes, you are. You know you are. You're gonna be on it, mate. All right.
Yeah, you just wait.
But we got to keep them coming. We got to leave every episode with maybe some suspense. Keep them coming. Next week we're gonna find out what house Aaron is in, and then he's gonna buy that beanie.
I'm not gonna buy the beanie
from JJ's. Shout out to JJ's sponsor. Sponsor this.
Our first sponsor.
Wait, no, Connor. I'm sorry. I love you, Connor. Oh no, what's happened?
My credit ran out.
Oh shit! All right.
Alright, we'll work that out.
So, yeah, we we've been doing this for 50 minutes and we can keep going. Like we
Easy.
could keep going.
We could. We won't put everyone through that.
We're gonna like stop this, and then something's gonna be wrong with the audio.
Honestly,
it's going up.
Shit for. We'll put up the transcript. Like we'll put up. Like,
Yeah, I'll write it like from like Judge Judy. Like
listen to read our first podcast.
Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. Look, if you're a business and you're like listening to this, don't sponsor this podcast.
This will really bring down your share prices. Will go fucking through the floor.
Through like I think that's a good way to put it.
Ground.
Down like you're gonna have to go digging for that shit if you sponsor us.
Yeah, that's a good business model. If you're a business, don't sponsor us, please. Like we're saying this for your benefit. Don't do it. Like
no, but actually, if you're a business in the future when we're actually like good, do sponsor us. But at the moment, don't.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I want a sponsored video where I don't know, I'm standing in the main street and everyone's like trying to throw that thing where you throw the ball at the like target and I drop into water.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do like a sponsored ad.
We don't have to be sponsored for that.
Let's just do it. Let's set it up.
We'll go to like a festival with one there.
I've got to make a couple of calls, but I'm sure I can work something out.
We can do some. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. We're gonna be. I don't know. Are we gonna be recording like every week or?
We'll try.
I think we'll start off like that.
From now, we'll say, weekly podcast. But I guarantee in about 2 weeks, it's going to be about a fortnightly podcast, and it'll be about a monthly podcast. Yeah. And then we'll do an annual, like, we'll do a reunion
like
podcast.
Year round, yeah. It's like, like every decade we'll just come back to, like, hey guys, welcome to episode 4.
Come back in 2025
yeah.
for our 10th podcast.
Shit. All right.
We gotta
guys,
shut this down.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening.
I know you know us, and if you had your doubts, I hope we proved you wrong, motherfuckers. All right,
we coming for you.
All right, we're gonna go enjoy some Maccas, even though I'm not gonna buy anything.
Yeah, maybe I'll probably get like a frozen Coke, and that's about it.
Yeah, maybe like a frappe.
Oh, that's a bit gourmet for me, I think.